More than 3 decades after Seinfeld changed television forever, the show still feels alive every time we hear that bass line and see Jerry's apartment door swing open. But while the laughs never age, time has quietly taken several of the people who helped build this world. Today, we look back at the Seinfeld actors who have passed away, where they were then, how their lives unfolded behind the scenes, the love stories and private battles fans rarely saw, and what really happened in their final years. Number 1, we have Jerry Stiller as Frank Costanza. Born on June 8, 1927, Jerry was already 66 years old when he first appeared on Seinfeld in 1993, yet he arrived with the energy of a man half his age and completely changed the show overnight. Frank Costanza gave us Festivus, Serenity Now, and some of the loudest, funniest moments in sitcom history. Off-screen, Jerry's greatest role was not on television, but as a husband. He met actress Anne Meara in the 1950s, and their love story became one of Hollywood's rare success stories, lasting more than 60 years. Together, they built a family and a legendary comedy partnership, but their private life was not always easy. Anne quietly battled cancer for years, and Jerry became her full-time caregiver, putting his own career second to be by her side. When she passed away in 2015, friends said Jerry was heartbroken and never truly recovered. Despite occasional industry rumors about his explosive temper and on-set shouting matches, those who knew him best described him as deeply loyal and generous. Jerry Stiller passed away on May 11, 2020, at 92 years old from natural causes, leaving behind a legacy that still echoes every time someone whispers, "Serenity Now." Number 2, we have Liz Sheridan as Helen Seinfeld. Born on April 10, 1929, Liz was 60 years old when she first appeared on Seinfeld in 1990, becoming the endlessly loving, gently suffocating mother who made Jerry's life a comedy minefield. On screen, Helen's sweetness hit a steel will, but off-screen, Liz lived a life full of quiet surprises. Before Seinfeld fame, she had a secret romance with Hollywood legend James Dean, and the two even lived together in New York before his tragic death in 1955. It was a love story she rarely spoke about for decades avoid the spotlight. Her career was a long struggle, filled with rejection and financial stress, and she often worked multiple jobs just to survive before success finally arrived late in life. There were no tabloid scandals, only perseverance and heartbreak, and the long wait for recognition. Liz Sheridan passed away on April 15, 2022, at 93 years old after a long illness, remembered as the mother who loved Jerry more than he ever wanted. Number 3, we have Barney Martin as Morty Seinfeld. Born on March 3, 1923, Barney was 68 years old when he joined the show in 1991, bringing stubborn pride and bargain-hunting fury to Jerry's father. Morty Seinfeld's arguments felt real because they were built from Barney's own life. He married twice, both ending in divorce, and fame arrived so late that he often felt it had come too late to fix the loneliness he carried for years. Behind the laughter, Barney fought lung cancer in silence, afraid that revealing his illness would cost him acting work. He kept working through treatments, determined to stay strong for his family and fans. Barney Martin passed away on March 21, 2005, at 82 years old due to lung cancer, leaving behind one of television's most unforgettable sitcom fathers. Number 4, we have Len Lesser as Uncle Leo. Born on December 3, 1922, Len was also 68 years old when he first appeared in 1991, instantly becoming unforgettable with just 2 words: "Jerry, hello." Uncle Leo felt real because Len had lived a lifetime of struggle before Seinfeld. He was married and deeply devoted to his family, but after decades of rejection and small roles, he fell into depression and nearly quit acting entirely. Seinfeld saved his career and, in many ways, his spirit. There were no big scandals in his life, only the quiet pain of being overlooked for years. followed by a late-life breakthrough that finally gave him the recognition he deserved. Len Lesser passed away on February 16, 2011 at 88 years old after a battle with cancer, remembered as the uncle every family secretly recognizes. Number 5, we have Ian Abercrombie as Mr. Pitt, Elaine's eccentric and wildly demanding boss at J. Peterman. Born on September 11, 1934, Ian was 60 years old when he first appeared on Seinfeld in 1994, instantly turning simple office scenes into surreal comedy. Mr. Pitt's obsession with socks and rigid routines made him unforgettable, but behind the character was a man who lived quietly and bravely. Ian lived openly as a gay man at a time when Hollywood rarely allowed it, protecting his private relationships from the press to avoid career backlash. There were no tabloid scandals, only the silent pressure of being himself in an industry that often punished honesty. In later years, he suffered from chronic kidney disease and continued working despite declining health. Ian Abercrombie passed away on January 26, 2012, at 77 years old from kidney failure, leaving behind a character who still makes fans laugh every time Elaine walks into his office. Number 6. We have Daniel von Bargen as Mr. Kruger, George's emotionally distant and hilariously indifferent boss. Born on June 5, 1950, Daniel was 47 years old when he joined Seinfeld in 1997. His calm, defeated delivery hid one of the most heartbreaking real-life stories from the cast. After Seinfeld, Daniel developed severe complications from diabetes that led to the amputation of one leg and later the second. The sudden loss of mobility pushed him into deep depression, and in 2014 he attempted to take his own life, a moment that shocked fans around the world. He survived, but his health continued to decline, and he lived alone in quiet isolation. Daniel von Bargen passed away on March 1, 2015, at 64 years old due to complications from diabetes, remembered as a tragic reminder that fame does not protect you from suffering. Number 7, we have Richard Hurd as Mr. Wilhelm, the paranoid New York Yankees executive who made George's office life feel like a spy thriller. Born on September 26, 1932, Richard was 62 years old when he appeared on Seinfeld in 1995. Off-screen, Richard enjoyed a long and loving marriage, but his career was marked by constant reinvention and late-life financial stress, as character actors often struggle between roles. He battled cancer privately while still working, determined not to let illness define him. Richard Hurd passed away on May 26, 2020, at 87 years old after a long fight with cancer, leaving behind a career built on authority, intensity, and unforgettable side characters. Number 8, we have Sandy Barron as Jack Klompus, the loud, intrusive neighbor who accidentally destroyed Jerry's car in Florida. Born on May 5, 1936, Sandy was 55 years old when he first appeared in 1991. His off-screen life mirrored his on-screen chaos, filled with turbulent relationships, wild parties, and a reputation for living fast. Friends often worried about his health, and those fears became reality when Sandy suffered a sudden heart attack. He passed away on January 21, 2001, at just 64 years old, cutting short a career that was still going strong, and leaving fans shocked by how quickly the laughter can disappear. Number 9, we have Frances Bay as Mabel Choate, the unforgettable Marble Rye Lady. Born on January 23, 1919, Frances was 77 years old when she appeared in 1996, stealing an entire episode with a single loaf of bread. Her love story came late in life when she finally married, only to lose her husband a few years later, a heartbreak that pushed her back into acting simply to survive financially. There were no scandals, only resilience. Frances Bay passed away on September 15, 2011, at 92 years old from heart failure, remembered as proof that even one small role can become immortal.